So, what are the hygiene standards in the food industry? That refers actually to the rules and procedures that ensure the cleanliness and safety of food products throughout the entire value chain and all the processes involved there. This includes complying with the legislation uh, that each country has and also implementing the HACCP principles and developing the guides to good practice for hygiene. In the recent years, the COVID pandemic has made following hygiene standards even more crucial, where some countries implement measures such as social distancing, PPE, and contactless delivery options have been implemented to ensure that safety of the customers and workers also. But what is the hazard analysis and critical control points? HACCP is a system that helps identify that critical control points in the all the processes that we made in the company, where we can identify the chemical, microbiological, and other things that could affect like the quality of our product and can make feel illness our clients. Also, it's really important implement like the ISO 22000 in our value chain, because that help at business improve their food safety practices and enhance like the customers' confidence in their products. So prioritizing food safety throughout the hygiene standards and following the HACCP principle business can ensure that their food products are safe for consumption and reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses that we don't want, like virus and bacteria and other ones.
The biggest challenges that happen for fast food suppliers are multiple. First of all, we can talk about raw materials. In fact, as we are seeing today, most of fast foods have issues with supplying the raw materials from different places from the world, as they do. In order to have a cheap product while retaining quality, having good suppliers is always better. But, as we know, removing some suppliers may cause a lot of troubles. The next thing is going to be competition. In fact, in such a broad industry as the fast food industry, there will be a lot of issues applied with competition. Some suppliers will drive their prices very low, while others will provide insane quality. And a balancing act has to be found in order to find your place in the market. Finally, one thing that is coming more and more up is going to be the sustainability of the process and also the quality of the products. Back in the day, fast food were supposed to be with the lowest quality as possible, while being the cheapest and the fastest to make. Nowadays, it has changed. Sometimes people have the ability to spend more time in order to have a better quality product. With all in mind, the suppliers have to be really adaptable while also being able to provide quality, quantity, and being all around a great asset for any company to have its suppliers.
So, in order to evaluate the suppliers, we set our criteria by dividing it into 4 parts. The first is food quality. Food quality is one of the most basic and essential factors in evaluating food. Therefore, we put the most weight on the overall taste and presentation of the food. And we also consider the ingredient of the food and whether it was enough for one person to eat. The second is hygiene and nutritional value. As it is a food sold to students at school, we thought that safety and hygiene should be also considered. Therefore, we decided to consider the cleanness of the kitchen, the packaging of the food, and whether they provide the options to meet various dietary needs. We also have to consider the economic aspect. We set price and affordability as the third criteria, especially from a student point of view. and considered whether the food was too expensive or not. We scored on the basis of €5 and €10 whether absolute price was appropriate, and we also considered whether it was worth paying for food and whether discount exists for lunchtime. Finally, we considered customer service and supplier reputation. On Google Maps, scores were graded given by existing consumers, so we referred it, and we also measure how long it has been since the store opened and the kindness of the staff. Out of 100, we scored against each criterion and converted the total score considering the weight.
So for our choice in our supplier for our project, we have decided to go with supplier B. Why is that? So supplier B has a very higher quality as supplier A. In fact, supplier A had decent quality and decent price, but had issues with its packaging and also its staff, which was not the friendliest. Also, the place where the pizza is made is also not the best in terms of hygiene. We decided not also to take supplier C because first of all it's in Paris and not in Lille, which does not help, as well as having relatively close quality with supplier B, but having a less proposed environment to do so. In fact, supplier B has lots of kitchen which can answer a lot of demand compared to the kitchens of supplier C. Supplier B is all around a great supplier because it has a lot of things going for it, whether it will be the price, the quality, as well as equipment that will allow it to strive as a big supplier.